Harry, aware his friend took role in brutally mocking royals, Duke in fear and showed stupid actions. Prince Harry was aware that his friend Orlando Bloom was voicing him in a controversial satirical animated series about the royal family, according to the show's creator. Gary Giannetti, who wrote The Prince, said the Duke of Sussex seemed to have a sense of humour about the series, which has sparked controversy for its portrayal of members of the royal family. He added that Harry, who moved to California with Meghan Markle after quitting royal duties, knew his Montecito neighbour was voicing him. Speaking on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen, Mr. Giannetti said, "I don't know if Harry has said anything to Orlando about it, but I know before the show premiered, he was aware that Orlando was doing it. And he seemed to have a sense of humor about it." The Prince is based on Mr. Giannetti's viral Instagram account, which features memes about the royal family. The series focuses on Prince George, but it has sparked a backlash for its depiction of the young royal, with viewers insisting children should be off limits. The Duke says to his wife, "This might be the smallest palace I have ever been in." Meghan replies, "Well, it's an apartment." Harry then says, "Yes, an apartment palace, I know that. Lots of tiny palaces inside one big palace." In an interview with The Hollywood Reporter, Lord of the Ring actor Bloom insisted the series is not malicious or intended to be. He revealed his wife, the singer Katy Perry, encouraged him to take on the role. Bloom said, "Actually Katy saw one bit of it and was like, 'You've got to do this. This is genius.' And the animation is done by some of the guys who did Family Guy, so it's going to be very amusing." And who doesn't love the royal family? Prince Harry's portrayal by British actor Orlando Bloom on animated comedy series, The Prince, has left quite a few people rolling on the floor with laughter. All 12 of the HBO Max Originals episodes on the platform were released on Thursday, showing life in the palace through the eyes of protagonist Prince George, Gary Giannetti, along with his sister Princess Charlotte, Sophie Turner, and the rest of the royal family. A clip of the show making rounds on the internet, the character of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle can be seen looking at a new home after stepping down from their duties as senior royals. "This might be the smallest palace I've ever been in," says Bloom's Harry. "Well, it's an apartment," responds Meghan's character, voiced by Condola Rashad. "Yes, an apartment palace. I know that. Lots of tiny palaces inside one big palace," Harry tells his wife. Despite there being some mockery towards the Duke of Sussex's character on the show, there hardly seemed to be any bad blood between him and Bloom. In an earlier interview on the Armchair Expert podcast, Harry explained how Bloom, who is also his neighbor, keep in touch to keep paparazzi at bay. "2 days ago, Orlando Bloom sent me a message 'cause he's down the road and we sort of keep in contact because of the paparazzi," said Harry. "He sent me a photograph, which his security got of this long-haired guy with a beanie on with his AirPods in, with his massive camera, lying in the back of his truck, with blackout windows. Taking photographs of them out with their kid and whoever else is in that area," shared the Duke. Prince Harry ridiculed by neighbor Orlando Bloom in HBO Max's The Prince. Bloom in HBO